class complete to number 0, Kent Silver. Carries it forward to the 41-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and 4. Error pass complete to number 0, Kent Silver. Takes it out to the 49-yard line. 1st down, Tyler. Handoff on the right side to number 5, Bryce Burgess. Carries it out to the northeastern 44-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 3. Tackle made by number 4, Aaron Edwards. Handoff up the middle to SWJCFC number 1, James Lee. No gain on the play. Error pass complete. Number 0, Kent Silver. Caught at the northeastern 40-yard line. 1st down, Tyler. Ball placed on the 2-yard line. 1st down, Tyler. Handoff off the left side to number 1, James Lee. No gain on the play. Flag on the play.
You what?
Substitution. 4 men on the defense. That's a half distance penalty. Still 1st down.
Touchdown, Tyler. Handoff up the middle to number 34, Aaron Edwards. Handoff up the middle to number 22, Nathaniel Stanley. No gain on the play. Tackles made by number 26, Clifton Newton. And number 95, Xavier Clark. Scrambles goes out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. 78. Getting our penalty. Repeat the down.
Handoff on the right-hand side to number 22, Nathaniel Stanley. Gain of 3 on the play. Tackle made by TJC's number 24, Ruben Plachombo. And number 95, Xavier Clark. Handoff up the middle by number 22, Nathaniel Stanley. He set defense in front, no gain on the play. Brings up 4th down, and a whole lot. Back to punt from Northeastern number 36, Aaron Axel. Back deep for TJC, number 6, Jamari Evans. Ball fair caught at the Northeastern 48-yard line. 1st and 10, TJC. Wide receiver sweep to number 11, Lamarian Henry. Tackle the 4 loss out of bounds at the 49-yard line of TJC. Brings up 2nd down and 13. Tackle made by number 23, Jamari Hampton, for Northeastern. Handoff up the middle to Tyler's number 5, Bryce Burgess. Carries it to the Northeastern 44-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and 6. Pass intended for number 2, Jordan Green. Incomplete. Flag on the play.
personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense, number 9. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Screen pass to number 0, against Coburn. Loss of 2 on play. Brings up second down and 12. Tackle made by number 32, Corey Williams. Here a pass intended for number 0 against Coburn. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 12. Handoff off the left side, number 5, Bryce Burgess. Carries it forward to the 20-yard line. First down, Tyler! Handoff to the right side by number 5, Bryce Burgess. Carries it down to the 1-yard line. First down, Tyler! Quarterback keeper to the left side. Tackle for a loss of the 5-yard line. Brings up second down and 5.
Sir, can you do me a favor? Can you put that blackboard in one of those boxes? I think it's that top one. Yeah, that left, yeah. It should be. It's like you'll see 2 little, yeah, you'll see the
Direct their attention to
top.
the field. We would like to recognize the 2025 Tyler Junior College Sports Circle of Honor inductees. Let's welcome Marvin Allen from football. David Benoit, basketball. Amila Freeman, tennis. Dr. Kim Foreman, team physician. Michael Johnson, football. Jesus Ledesma, soccer. AJ Porfirio, baseball. Penny Summers, tennis. Michelle Tremblay, tennis. Brad Wiesner, golf. Tyler Junior College thanks these individuals for their commitment to excellence and their display of true Apache spirit. Your new score, SWJC 14, Northeastern Oklahoma 0. Handoff on the field by number 28, Quantro Walker. Loss of 1 on the down. Tackle made by number 12, Taylor Ross. Number 88, Christus Allen. Quarterback scrambled by Connor Duffy. Carries it out to the 30-yard line. Check that 33-yard line. 8 of 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7. Heading pass, number 13, Christian Bond. Number 1, Tyson Wilson, defending for the attack. Brings up 4th down. Back deep for the attack is number 6, Amari Evans. Back to punt for Northeastern, number 36, Tyron Jackson.
15-yard penalty. It's first down.
Handoff up the middle to SWJC's number 9, Ashton Haynes. Carries the ball to the 40-yard line. Will bring up second down and 11. Tackle made by Northeastern's number 44, Damian Bartlett. Wide receiver screen caught by number 0 against Kilburn. Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third down and 9. Tackle made by number 32, Corey Williams. Here is Scramble able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up fourth down and 9. Back to punt for the attacking number 20, Brian Ramirez. SWJC punt, tucked head at the 34-yard line, a first and 10 for Northeastern at their own 34. Hunter ducking pass intended for number 7, Antoine Woody. Incomplete. Brings up second down and 10. Handoff up the middle to number 28, Quantrell Walker. Takes it to the 43-yard line, bringing a third down and 1. Handoff up the middle to number 28, Quantrell Walker. Gain of 2, brings us first and 10 for Northeastern Oklahoma. Tackle made by SWJC's number 12, David Ross. Handoff up the middle to Northeastern's number 28, Quantrell Walker. Carries it to the SWJC 36-yard line. First and 10, East Eastern Oklahoma. Tackle made by SWJCFC. Number 6, Jamari Evans. Second, number 6, induction. Handoff up the middle to number 22, Daniel Stanley. Gain of 1 on the play.
2-0, ranked number 3 in the nation, against an 0-3 NEO team that is clearly better than their record. They've lost some close games, and they're trying now to get in the win column, but not at the expense of the Apaches, we hope, this afternoon. Just had a chance to visit with Marvin Allen, one of the 10 new members of TJC's Circle of Honor, who stopped by this afternoon, one of Kevin's college teammates in the 1980s, assistant general manager of the Miami Dolphins, a longtime NFL scout. Really, really loved seeing him in that brand new, great-looking gold jacket for the Apaches as they induct, again, 10 new members to the Circle of Honor earlier today. Great meeting Marvin.
And yeah, that's a nice jacket, isn't it?
It is a great
Oh,
jacket.
man, they got the Apache TJC on the inside of that jacket. It's nice.
17-13. The Apaches, by the way, lost the toss. NEO took the ball first. So Tyler will have it to start the third. Here's an opportunity for the Apaches to do some damage here. They can get their offense kind of back in gear. They kind of hit the skids in the second quarter.
Got off to a great start, but kind of fell into a little bit of lull in the second quarter. Got to give NEO some credit.
Tyler will go left to right here in the third quarter, and this ball will bounce out the 10, out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, and the penalty flag flies. NEO's had a bunch of penalties. They had a couple of hands to the face 15-yarders in that first half by the same guy.
Yeah, number 9 for
Ramon Garcia.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player, but a couple of big mistakes, and that's a good job by the Apaches return man to let that ball go out of bounds, and they get some pretty good field position.
So Tyler will be going left to right on your device here in the third quarter of play as they lead 17-13. Again, NEO had an extra point blocked. Tyler blocked an extra point that would have tied the game. So the Apaches do have a 4-point lead. Every penalty has been a debate here.
Yeah,
by this
long conversations. Yeah.
I mean, I hate that. You debate both sides, and that just slows the thing down. There's also an illegal motion against NEO on the kickoff.
Well, that's the kick out of bounds is what's going to cost them some yardage. So the Apaches will get the ball at the 35.
35-yard line. So TJC will go left to right from the near hash, and TJC up 17-13. Good crowd here this afternoon on this day. Beautiful day out here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. Terry Guerra goes slot left, one running back. Burgess gets the handoff. Burgess will manage to go right, then left, and winds up picking up 5 yards, and then a penalty flag thrown in late. I'm hoping that we don't get a spate of this here in the second half of this game.
Yeah, there's a penalty flag. I would guess, if one time there was a towel and another time there was a mouthpiece, but I think this is a penalty flag.
And again, it looks like that's going to be against NEO.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a 10-yard. That's going to be another personal foul.
Yeah, they've had a handful of those. And that's the kind of stuff as you talked about. That's why you're 0-3. I mean, they're a pretty good football team, but the penalties and those kinds of mistakes are what get you 0-3.
They look like a much better team just to watch them play than their record, but that's another 15-yard walk-off. The Apaches have it at the 46-yard line. Ball on the far hash, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They've got a slot man, Lonnie Johnson, out there. And Guerra's going to be buried, and he fumbles the ball, and NEO comes up with it. Coming off the edge, unblocked that time, one of the safeties, and they rock Trey Guerra's world, and it'll be NEO football.
Wow.
Man, blindsided, nobody touched the linebacker coming from the edge, and Guerra, not his fault, he couldn't see it coming, and he got blasted. Yeah, and NEO has a chance to take the lead here.
Yeah, that's the biggest shot he's taken in his TJC career, just a blindside right in the center of his back that time, and the ball came out.
Wow. So the fumble, and that was inevitable. I mean, if he'd held on, it would have been an absolute miracle.
Yeah.
NEO's got the ball at the TJC 43-yard line, and from the looks of things, maybe the momentum hasn't turned yet for the Apaches. They were hoping halftime might change that, but that is a big, big lick by NEO. They got the ball at the 43-yard line. Cooksey under center, hands the ball to Quantrell Walker for about a 6-yard gain inside the 40. Boy, they had trouble with him in the first half, and Walker gets about 6 on that first down carry. He is a big kid. I mean, he's not a tall kid, but he is tough as nails, and that is a 6-yard gain to the 37. 2nd and 4, NEO with the ball. Tighter with the lead by 4, but the Norsemen are anything but looking like other than their penalties, they do not look like an 0-3 football team. Slot left, 2 receivers and a running back. Under center, Cooksey will hand the ball to Walker. This time, Dady Ross meets him in the hole. And maybe a yard on that play, probably to the 36, and that's all. It'll be third down.
Yeah, the Apaches, great job on that play. They'll have to do it 2 more times. I'm thinking they may be in 4-down territory already.
Say this, most of the games that these two teams have played in recent years have been relatively, by today's standards, low-scoring
And
games.
slugfest. I mean, some big, hard-hitting games, generally speaking.
And last year, Tyler won 23-13 in Miami, 3rd and 3 at the 36-yard line. Hand the ball to Walker again, and they push the pile for a first down. They bully the Apaches that time. They got a big offensive line, and they bully the Apaches down inside the 35, down to the 32, and that's a Norseman first down.
Yeah, and that's what they used to do. And they used to pound the football and play defense. They got away from that, but right now they're going back to it.
So Zach Christup's team giving the Apaches all they want right now. And TJC has to be a little bit winded defensively. They got bullied on that play. It'll be first down at the 32-yard line. Christup under center, and this is just straight old, pound the rock football right now. They play action fake, throw the ball deep downfield, and this will be way over the outstretched arms of the intended receiver, but they throw a penalty flag. They had the receiver bracketed that time, Tyler Stewart, but a penalty flag down.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the pass interference was. I mean, he threw that ball in double coverage. I didn't see the pass interference, but the Apaches will get tagged with that.
Okay, so this thing right now is trending the wrong way for the Apaches as the fumble by Guerra, and then a 3rd and 3 pass interference call will take it down inside the 20-yard line to the 17.
Yeah, not off to a great start here in the second half.
Nope, they didn't end the first half. Well, they ended the first half with a field goal.
At least a field goal,
But
right.
the second quarter dominated by NEO, and that trend continues here at the 17-yard line. Here's Walker, but a good effort that time by the Apaches to stack him
You
up
can't
after
jump
a
on
short
top of the
game.
pile.
And one of their guys just jumped on the pile, right? Or one of the Tyler
one of TJC. They didn't throw the flag, but you can't do that.
Right into the middle of the Apaches that time, and it looks like Xavier Trotter, I think might have been the guy who made the play that time, big number 95. That's a gain of 2. It'll be second down at the Tyler 15-yard line. Again, NEO down 4. They're threatening to take their first lead of the day. Cooksey this time out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left and one to the right in a slot. Walker, the running back, standing about a foot to the right of the quarterback, Cooksey. Ball in the middle of the field. Second down and 8 at the 15-yard line. Low snap, blitz coming. Cooksey steps up, throws down the near sideline. Nobody in the area code of that pass is the pass way off the mark intended for Tavares Deans, one of their wide receivers. It'll be third down.
Yeah, quarterback and receiver not on the same page. In fact, 2 receivers are talking about it now. They weren't on the same page either. It looks like another penalty flag.
Yeah, what are they talking about
missed.
now? Wonder if this is going to be TJC's turn here in the second half to draw penalties. What are they doing here? This is going to be holding again against NEO. Well, the penalty difference has helped TJC get this four-point lead. Otherwise, I'm not sure they'd be leading in this game.
Right.
But that holding will take them all the way back at the 25-yard line. That's a break for time.
And when they get penalties, they get the big ones, 10 to 15 yards against NEO.
So the Apaches need a big play defensively themselves now. They could use a turnover, just like the one that they gave up a moment ago. It'll be a second down and about 18 at the 25-yard line. Snap the football, hand the ball to Walker, and Walker's buried. How about Day-Day Ross, who we talked to in the pregame, the former Chapel Hill Bulldog, coming off the edge that time to knock Walker down at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, the Apaches have to have more plays just like that. That's well played.
Third down and a bunch. Third down and 18, no gain on the play. And a third down coming up for the NEO Golden Norsemen. TJC needs a stop. Now in the second quarter, the Norsemen were able to convert a couple of these third and longs on Tyler. And they've done a good job, basically, of containing the Tyler blitz. 5 men up on the line of scrimmage. Will the Apaches bring extra pressure? It looks like they're thinking about that. Tight coverage on the left by the cornerbacks, and here comes the rush. Blitz coming. Fade down the near sideline. Overthrows the intended receiver, and they're going to throw another flag. It's going to be Flag Day here at Rose Stadium as they throw a PI on an Apache. Once again for Stewart along that near sideline, and they're going to throw a second pass interference on this drive against the Apaches.
Well, the Apaches got away with an obvious hold, but they did catch the pass interference, I guess. So one way or another, they were going to get penalized.
Well, this is a flag-happy crew. They really, it's 8 of them. That's, again, we think it's too many eyes out there. But if the penalties are going against the other team, you're happy they're out there, right?
Yeah.
I guess so. That's one of those things that kind of goes both ways, I guess. First down at the Tyler 11-yard line. Ball in the far hash. Slot right. Tight end lined up left this time. They line up in a double slot that way. Snap the football to Cooksey. Here's Walker. Walker breaks a tackle at the 10, and he gets it down to the 8, maybe the 7-yard line. Apache's flying all over the place that time, but not able to bring him down but after a 4-long.
Yeah, did a good spin move at the end of that run to pick up an extra yard or 2.
It's a second down and about 6 after a 4-yard gain. Ball is inside the 7-yard line. Tyler by 4. Ineo threatening to punch it in and take the lead. DJC puts 5 guys up on the line of scrimmage. They bring one of the safeties up this time, but now backing off. The Apaches with a 4-man defensive front here. Ineo kind of surveying this. 2 receivers wide to the near side. Man in motion. Snap it. Cooksey pitches to Walker. Walker's going to be hit at the 5 and gets it down to the 4-yard line. One of the Apaches fanned on that one. Tyson Wilson came up to meet him and fanned on that tackle. Gained to the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. So plenty of work to do here for the Apaches.
Well, the Apaches have their work cut out for them because the Ineo Golden Norsemen have now decided that they believe they can win this game. And the Apaches are going to have to impose their will and make them realize they can't. And so Ineo trying to take the lead, 3rd down and 2 at the 4-yard line. Keep it on the ground to Walker, and he's stuffed at the 4-yard line, short of the first down. It'll be 4th down. What do you do if you're Ineo? Do you settle for the field goal? I think you take the field goal, don't you?
Take the points.
Take the points?
Take the points. If they were at the 1-yard line, maybe you go for it. But it looks like they're going to kick the offense out there.
They gave him the 3-yard line, gave him a good spot, so it's 4th down, less than a yard. All right, you got to go for that. So here's a big play. 4th down and 1 at the Tyler 3-yard line. Ineo's going to go for it here. And they snap the football, hand it to Walker, and he gets it to the 2, and he's got the first down to the 1, touchdown. Ineo takes the lead on a 3-yard touchdown run by Walker.
Well, that's a tough run by Walker. The Apaches had him stop short, but he kept working and finally got into the end zone.
All right, it is now 19-17, and if you're Ineo, do you kick the extra point or do you go for 2?
It looks like they're going to kick the extra point. Try to anyway.
All right, so it would be a 20-17 ball game. And again, that extra point they missed earlier might come back to haunt them. But if the Apaches don't do better than they have been doing it since the start of the second quarter, Ineo has taken somewhat of a control of this game. 8:52 to go in the 3rd, and it's now Ineo 20, Tyler 17. Back in 1 minute. Local News Radio 97.5 FM KTBB. In the lead, 20-17, as they kick it away. The Apaches take it to the 15-yard line. Amari Henry tries to get to the outside. Got some room to the 30, 35-40. Henry to midfield and run out of bounds over there, and the umpire threw his hat at something.
Well, there's an offsides on their kicking team, so that's 5 yards for the Apaches, but they're 2 penalty flags down. Yeah.
The proverbial always called illegal block on the return, so wipe out Henry's return. They're celebrating over there, but the Apaches are going to get penalized, I think, probably for the illegal block.
Yeah, that'll be offsides against their kicking team, and then an illegal block. So we should offset. Maybe we get a re-kick, but yeah, good return always seems to come back via penalty.
8:44 to go in the third. Walker's 3-yard touchdown run makes it 20-17.
9 plays, 43 yards. They take advantage of the Apache turnover. 5 minutes and 44 seconds.
A blitzing linebacker hit Guerra from behind, and the Apache quarterback couldn't help but fumble the ball. He got blasted. NEO covers it, and 43 yards later they go in on a 4th and 1.
Yep.
Offside on the kicking team. Holding on the receiving team. Those penalties will offset. We will re-kick.
Yep.
After all that, they re-kick. 8:44 left to play here in the third quarter at Christus, Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. And again, the Apaches have to be a little bit concerned right now. Their offense has become far too inconsistent since a good start in the game. And give NEO credit for that, for doing a really nice job defensively. The Apache running game has slowed way down after a good start. And they've had a couple of drops along the way.
There's just not a whole lot of energy on that side, on the Apache side right now. They've got to find a way to recapture what they had to open the game.
They need a big play. Now, they also need a defensive turnover, and I don't think they've done the job. And the Apaches have not been bullied this year by anybody, but NEO on the last couple of drives have out-physicaled the Apaches, in my opinion.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, sure.
So now they'll kick it again from the 35 after the penalties offset. And again, NEO feeling good about themselves right now, 20-17. Zach Christup's team playing well here this afternoon in Tyler. The kick is away. It's going to be high and relatively short. Taken on the run by the Apaches at 35-yard line and falling down for some reason on that carpet. I don't know why the heck that continues to happen, is James Lee.
Well, and the same guy was offsides again for them, so the Apaches might take the 5 yards or have him re-kick. The same guy was offsides again for NEO.
Okay. Guess you didn't learn anything, right?
I just don't get it. Looks like the Apaches will take the ball under 5 yards.
Well, again, any season you have, you're going to be challenged at some point, and Tyler would have come in if there were lines given on these kinds of games. Tyler would have come in as a double-digit favorite.
A heavy favorite, yeah, without question.
I mean, that would have been the case, except that somebody forgot to tell NEO that they're 0-3, and so they have outplayed the Apaches so far today since the second quarter began. And that's a 5-yard walk-off. Tyler has good field position to start this drive at their own 41-yard.
Yeah, got to take advantage of it. Got to get something going.
Ball's on the near hash. The Apaches wearing their gold jerseys, white pants, black helmet, gold trim, black numerals trimmed in white. Trey Guerra, the Tyler quarterback, out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. They've got a tight end slotted to the right side this time. Try to keep it on the ground, hand the football off, and Bryce Burgess is buried under an avalanche of defenders that time, including Ramon Garcia and Damian Hardman, and loses 2 yards.
Yeah, loses yardage on the first play.
2nd and 12. Tyler's got a tough challenge on the road next week at Nimmy. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Elijah Besa, who's been very quiet since a great play early in the ball game, but Besa has only caught, by my count, 1 pass today. And they need to get him involved. It's 2nd down and long. Might be time to throw. And instead, they'll hand it to Burgess. He'll get the 2 yards back plus 2 more. He got 4. Tyler will have a 3rd down and about 8 coming up. And somebody ripped somebody's helmet off. Flags flying all over the field.
NEO ripped a Apache helmet off. Just a dumb play. It's after the play. They made a good stop, but you got a player that makes a dumb play, snatches a helmet off for the Apaches. That should cost them 15.
Somebody grabbed Leroy Woolridge's helmet and almost took it apart that time. And what in the world are they doing?
Yeah, it's just not smart. I mean, your defense made a good play, and then you do that.
To Tyler's credit, what we saw in the Trinity Valley game 2 weeks ago, and now Jamone Least continued to talk. So just walk away, take the 15 yards. Stop running your mouth. You got a 15-yard gift here. Say thank you for it.
Yeah, you should. And he's still talking about it, but you got the penalty flag on. I don't know what more he wants the official to do.
Now, Tyler, 2 weeks ago against Trinity Valley, did a pretty nice job, in my opinion, in a game that was about to get out of hand.
Yeah.
Lee is still talking down there. He's walking up to one of the, he's the one that the coach actually chewed out because he got into into a shouting match in one of the games earlier this year. Got to stop.
Yep.
But Tyler's got the ball at the 43-yard line. That's great. That's a great opportunity for TJC. They're down 3 here, and we're midway through the third quarter, and they're being challenged by NEO. The way to answer that challenge is to just go out and beat them. That's all you have to do.
That's it, yeah.
That says everything. They got Hilburn, and Besa split wide to the near side. This game is really slowed down.
It really is.
Clock's running, 7:40 to go in the third. Receiver left, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Snap the football, and an option play coming near side. And this is Bryce Burgess, and he cuts it inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Guerra ran the straight option and pitched about the time he took a big lick to Burgess, and Burgess gives the Apaches a first down.
Well, that's a quick pitch by Guerra. Got the ball in his hands, Burgess' hands quickly.
To the 29-yard line. 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. TJC with the ball, but no longer leading. They go left to right here in the third period. They led 14-0, but the Norsemen have outscored them 20-3 since then. Here's Burgess to the left. Burgess cuts it to the 20. Made a guy miss and picks up 10. Down to the 19-yard line, the 20. It's going to be a 9-yard gain, but a touchdown-saving tackle made on Bryce Burgess on the edge. As on the last play, he came to the near side, that one to the far side, and a 9-yard gain.
Well, that's a touchdown-saving tackle by Roman Garcia, who has 2 of those 15-yard penalties.
But TJC at the 20-yard line, got a drive working here. Now just try to keep it going. Burgess stays in. They've got the ball lined up on the far hash with Amari Henry to the far side, and Besa and Hilburn lined up to the near side. Hilburn is the slot receiver against a 3-man, make that a 4-man defensive front for the NEO Golden Norsemen. Blitz coming. Guerra throws downfield. He's got a man wide open. Hilburn with it. Touchdown Apaches. 29-yard pitch and catch to Hilburn, who was wide open at the 5 and made a man miss for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's a great route by Hilburn, first of all. He was wide open. That's a great pass by Guerra, first of all, to recognize that he had a wide open receiver and then get him the football.
So Tyler regains the lead, 23-20. The extra point would give the Apaches a 4-point lead, and that can mean something later in the ball game. As Daniel Mathis out of the Ramirez hole. Kick is on the way. The kick is up, and Tyler leads by 4 again with 6:10 to go in the third quarter. 24-20 Apaches. Back in 1 minute. Local News Radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
6 plays, 59 yards.
The 20, there must have been a personal foul on the Apaches after the extra point. My question would be why?
Probably a celebration penalty. That scoring drive went 6 plays, 59 yards, 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
Tyler's kicking off the 20-yard line. They just gave away a lot of field position with a penalty. I get so frustrated with some of this. And that you clean up, you win the league championship. Just don't get the stupid penalties. Ball bounces at the 25-yard line, picked up over there by NEO. And they'll get great field position out of this, run the ball out to the 41-yard line, and then Tyler piles on. Now, they didn't throw a flag at the end of that because that was an inadvertent situation. But the Apaches had almost piled on and got an extra 15 added to this, but NEO starts at the 41-yard line.
Yeah,
So, you think a celebration penalty?
I think it's an unsportsmanlike celebration penalty. You didn't see the flag, but that's what I'm guessing. So, again, the Apaches with a shot here to get off the field defensively and just let offense go back to work.
First down at the 41-yard line. NEO going right to left on your device here in the third. Tyler's now up 24-20, a man in motion. Two receivers, stretch play handoff. Some trouble in the backfield for Stewart, and they're all over it. He ran into his own guy, and then the Apaches string it out that time as they try to sweep right, and Tyler had guys all over the field on that one, including number 15, T.J. Williams, one of the nation's leading tacklers, in on that play for TJC, along with cornerback King White. That's a loss of 4, second down.
Yeah, Allen didn't make the tackle, but he blew up that play, so well played by him as well.
All right, so the Apaches do a nice job that time to force a second down and long. 4 receivers split wide to the near side as the Norsemen go second and 14 at the 37-yard line. Empty backfield this time. 5 wide total receivers. Tyler has 4 men up this time as they spread the field and try to cover. Cooksy's going to throw the dump pass upfield. It is caught, but Williams is all over the receiver. He got 3 of the 4 yards lost back, but a good open field tackle made by Apache T.J. Williams, who came into play today with 30 tackles. Number 4 in the country in tackles per game, 10 tackles per game, 4th in the country. He's had a nice season. Now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a great job of reacting to the football that time. Now do it again here on 3rd down and force a punt.
About 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for NEO at their own 41-yard line. 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 10. Empty backfield, 5 wide again. Again, the Apaches have struggled this afternoon putting pressure on him, and now the coach, Zach Christus, comes out to visit with the officials. And is this a timeout?
Well, it turned out to be a timeout. Not sure what the coach is mad about, but he's walking the official straight back to the sideline, and he's in the official's face right now.
Take a 30-second break. Tyler up 4, back in 30 on Local News Radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB. To go in the third quarter. NEO at their own 41-yard line, 3rd down and 10. Again, they have been pretty good on these 3rd downs this afternoon. Now they go 5 wide empty, and the Apaches got to figure out a way, or try to figure out a way to prevent this or get some pressure on this guy. Again, early on they did. They had a sack early in the game, but this big offensive line has done a good job of keeping these guys away. Cooksey has done a good job of pulling the trigger. And quick release has kept them out of his face most of the afternoon.
Well, Cooksey got off to a really slow start, but at some point he got into a pretty good rhythm.
They have negated the Tyler pass rush. The Apaches have tried often today to bring extra pressure, and for the most part has been unsuccessful. Now, they have forced some bad passes and some hurried passes, but as far as the sack numbers, they had half a dozen against Trinity Valley 2 weeks ago. But that has not materialized so far today.
Yeah, got to get some pressure on the quarterback, and right now you got to be good in coverage.
3rd down and 10 at the 41. This is a big play opportunity for Tyler and a big play for NEO. Tyler up 4. NEO trying to keep this drive alive. Tyler puts up one of their DBs on the line of scrimmage, and here they come again. It's T.J. Williams. Cooksey, they leave it wide open. Downfield, ball's caught. Stewart inside the 35-yard line. They do it again. The Apaches are having trouble covering these guys now. And even the pressure is not working. 1st down, NEO inside the 35-yard line.
He's been able to find open receivers on 3rd down.
These guys have done a nice job today. Give them credit. Empty backfield. They've gone empty again. And now the Apaches want to slow this down, and they call a timeout. I can't say that I blame them. 4:33 to go here in the third. Tyler to a tenuous 24-20 lead. We're back in 30 seconds on Local News Radio, 97.5 FM KTBB. again. 3rd and 10 pass. They throw it over the middle to Tyler Stewart, who has burned the Apaches a couple of times today. Check that, Antoine Woody. It was Woody, 7, not 5, who made the play, and he has been hard to cover for Tyler today. In fact, since that first quarter, they haven't done a very good job of covering him.
Yeah, and Cooksy's doing a great job of hanging in the pocket and finding wide open receivers for big yardage and first down.
All right, so Tyler's got a fight on their hands against these Golden Norsemen from NEO. Might be the last time in a long time they play. They have a long history of playing as non-conference teams before NEO joined the league 20 years ago. So maybe as a non-conference they play again, but as a conference game, this one probably is the last one for a while because NEO is going to the Kansas League.
No timeout for the Apaches.
All right, so the Apaches charged with a timeout. It's first down at the 33-yard line. And NEO going right to left here in the third quarter. Tyler's got the lead, but they lost it early in the third quarter when NEO scored a touchdown, and the Norsemen are threatening again. Their quarterback, Carson Cooksey, has been hard to handle this afternoon for the Apaches after a slow start. Tyler's pressure has not worked. Now they just got to cover these guys. They go 1 back, 3 wide with a tight end here who goes in motion. Snap, hand the football off, and bouncing it outside is Stewart. And Stewart's got a nice gain of about 9 down to the Tyler 25-yard line. They finally grab him on the edge over there and make the play. That's Tate Bullock who made the tackle. But look out with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, they're on the move. Again, they've got it figured out. And so, as you said, the Apaches have their hands full.
Second down. Actually, the scoreboard says 2nd and 2. Looks like 2nd and about 1.5 yards here with less than 4 minutes and the clock running, and now we're going to get another timeout. This is NEO's timeout. Back in 30 seconds. 92 Local News Radio, 97.5 FM KTBB. NEO Golden Norsemen banging away. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID as you listen to Apache football. TJC on defense, 2nd down and 2 for the Norsemen at the Tyler 25-yard line. Tyler trying to decipher whatever the heck is going on right now defensively as the Norsemen have kind of dink and dunk their way back into this ball game. And they've got the ball at the Tyler 25-yard line right now. Cooksey is their quarterback, and again, a slow start today. He was overthrowing receivers early on. The first quarter dominated by Tyler, first quarter and a half, and then all of a sudden, about midway through the second, the light went on for NEO.
Yeah, for a split second, it appeared as though the Apaches might run off with the game, but that changed in a hurry.
And right now they're clinging to a tenuous 4-point lead. 2nd and 2 at the Tyler 25-yard line for the NEO Golden Norsemen. Cooksey out of the shotgun. Hand the ball to Stewart, and he'll have the first down. He bounces off a Tyler tackler that time and picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards and takes it down inside after being hit by Jannard Lockhart, gets it down to about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, again, just not a whole lot of energy for the Apaches here in the second half. They got to get it going.
And so Tyler, with certainly NEO in field goal range, you would think, but the Norsemen, again, who had an extra point blocked earlier today, have a chance, down 4, to take the lead. The Apaches trying to stop them. They load the front up. They've got 8 guys up on the front and a very tight formation. Fake the handoff and run the reverse, and there might be some room, not much. Good tackle in the open field by an Apache, Willie Nelson that time, as they run the jet sweep to the edge, and they did a great job that time on Donnie Bennett. And so now the Norsemen have a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's a great job, first of all, of turning back inside where Willie Nelson could make the tackle, and that's a great tackle by Nelson.
Ball at the 20-yard line. 2nd down and call it 8 at the Tyler 20-yard line. as we play late in the third quarter of a game that has been hotly contested this afternoon. Man in motion, under center, Cooksey has got the tailback, will hand the ball to Walker, and he is hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss on that play by Ben Roberts. The young Hawaiian, 6'2", 230, came off the edge and drops him for a loss. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Roberts got upfield rather quickly. Too fast to get blocked.
But this is where the Apaches have struggled.
Yeah,
It's
third
and long.
Yeah, 3rd and long has been an issue.
3rd and long has been an issue. The Apaches have not done a good job on NEO here. 3rd and long has been tough, and they're not getting the pressure they need. This time it looks like they're going to rush 3, as the Norsemen will let this clock wind down to about $1:45. There's still 7 on the play clock on a 3rd and 9. They might even go for it down here. So maybe 2 plays to make 9 yards. We'll see about all of this. Back to pass again. Cooksey looks. Cooksey in as he throws downfield. Almost intercepted by the Apaches. And a great effort that time as they tried to hit Woody. And it will be Tate Bullock with the coverage. Now it's 4th down. Do you go for the field goal?
That's a good question. I mean, I'm not sure about their kicker, but yeah, I'd kick the field goal if my kicker was worth a doggone. Looks like they might do that, but that's good coverage by the Apaches. The quarterback had some time, couldn't find an open receiver.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, they're bringing in another quarterback is what they're doing.
Right. Yeah, they're going to
go for it. It's a backup quarterback.
They got Trajan Williamson, their freshman quarterback, out there right now, and he looks like the kind of guy would want to run with it. We'll see about that. Boy, here's a big play in this game. 4th down and about 10, or just less than 10 yards at the Tyler 22-yard line. And here we go. Will they indeed run a play here? Right now they are putting the hard count on the Apaches to try to get them off sides. Play clock down to 10, down to 9. 4th and 10 at the Tyler 22-yard line. They're going to snap it and throw it. Williamson will do that. Going to throw the fade to the far side. Incomplete, and another penalty flag. Willie Nelson's going to be called. Boy, this is a flag-happy crew, but maybe they've got a point on this one because they tripped up the receiver on the ball in the end zone. You think that's a fair call?
It's close. I mean, it could be ticky-tacky. I think it's incidental contact, but he drew 2 penalty flags, so the officials both saw the same thing.
Too many eyes. 8 officials. 8 guys out there, and these dudes are getting their money's worth, aren't they? Wow. Okay. Well, all right. The Apaches determined. Again, this is where the problem has come. This is a 4th down, a 3rd and long, 4th and long.
They've had trouble.
Tyler's had all kinds of difficulty. Just throw it up there, and Tyler's kind of obliged to either give up the pass or a penalty. They got the ball at the 6-yard line. NEO trying to take the lead. Now, we've got a lot of football left to play, but, boy, this almost right now seems inevitable unless the Apaches can stop them right here. Back in the game, Cooksey with it. He'll hand the ball to Walker, and Walker is hit, and the ball's loose, but he falls on it at the 5-yard line. What a nice effort by Tyson Wilson. I think that ball came out.
It did come out. I think he fell back on it, but the Apaches did a pretty good job of stripping the ball out of there, but I think they fell on it.
Tyler leads it 24-20 with $1:15 to go in the third quarter, but NEO's got the ball 2nd down and goal at the Tyler 5-yard line. They've already led once today. They fell behind 14-0, and it looked like Tyler might roll. But, oh, man, have things changed. And it's 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line as the Golden Norsemen from Miami, Oklahoma, challenge the Tyler goal line at the 5-yard line. Tyler puts 5 up on the defensive front this time. And flags fly, and they may have an illegal substitution.
Well, it's a delay of game, but their coach was trying to get a timeout. Now, they might waive this off because he was clearly trying to get the timeout before the clock expired.
How could they miss that? They got 8 of them out there. How could they not hear him yelling for timeout?
Yeah, he was yelling for timeout.
Too dang many of them anyway.
There is no flag for delay of game. Timeout.
Yeah.
Okay. Has NEO burned up all 3? Yeah, NEO's burned up all 3 of their timeouts.
Well, they're not showing the timeouts for whatever reason in the second half. They're off the clock, so I'm not sure how many timeouts.
I think they burned 2 of them.
Yeah,
I think that's right. 2. I think they burned 2 of their timeouts. There's 50 seconds left in the third quarter. And almost a big defensive play by the Apaches a moment ago after Tyson Wilson stripped the ball from Walker, but he fell right on it at the 5-yard line. Tyler, by the way, does not have a turnover today. NEO has forced a fumble, and they turned that into a touchdown.
They did, yeah.
All right, here they go. The Norsemen at the 5-yard line with 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter of this very hotly contested Southwest Junior College Football Conference game between the Apaches and the Norsemen. Look on the map. Mount Oklahoma is as far northeast as you can go in the state of Oklahoma. If you miss the exit on I-40, you're in Missouri. We've been there many times. We know. Second and goal at the 5. Running back in the backfield, Cooksey out of the shotgun. Tyler loads the front, man in motion. Snap the football, run the sweep play. No, Cooksey on the rollout, and he's in some trouble. He's going to throw the ball incomplete, almost intercepted. I thought for a moment they had run the jet sweep, but Cooksey on the rollout that time had nobody to throw it to, and the Apaches dove for that low pass, trying to get the pick, did not. Third and goal.
Yeah, the Apaches didn't buy the fake by the quarterback Cooksey that time and stayed with him, had great coverage as well.
Well, he sold me.
He did sell you.
I was looking for the jet sweep that time. He fooled me. Good thing I'm not down there playing. Third down and goal at the 5-yard line here late in the third quarter. 2 receivers left. Ball shade toward the near hash, and now they line up both tight ends to the near side. Hand the ball to Walker, make that Stewart, and he's crashed in the backfield and loses yardage. Willie Nelson coming off the edge. Got the first hit, and then others cleaned up on that play, and now it is 4th down at the 6-yard line, and make that the 7-yard line. The Norsemen are going to send their field goal unit out.
I think that's the right decision.
Good job by the Apaches. Good job by Tyler to keep them out of the end zone. This may be the final. We may not have the field goal before the end of the third quarter, down to 12 seconds to go. They line up for what would be a 24-yard field goal. Their kicker, Francisco Perez, 1 of 3 from field goal range this year. And we're down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, and the third quarter comes to an end, and we will start the fourth quarter with NEO trying a 24-yard field goal, I guess.
Yeah, they lined up that way.
All right, third quarter comes to an end. With this crew, I'm not sure of anything. 24-20, the Apaches lead NEO as we go to the fourth on Local News Radio 97.5 FM KTBB. Oh, man. Boy, if Tyler escapes this one, it's going to be tough. Maybe they will, but, man, I'll tell you, Neil's playing hard. They're good.
Yeah.
Good job, but.
Not the case.
All right, we start the fourth quarter. NEO going left to right. We'll try a 24-yard field goal to cut it to 1. That extra point would be the only difference. The Tyler blocked extra point would be the only difference. Kick on the way by Perez, and right down the middle, it's a 1-point ball game. 14:56 to go in the game, and NEO has cut it to 1. Tyler 24, NEO 23. Back in 1 minute, Local News Radio 97.5 FM KTBB.
That's 11.
field goal. Tyler leads at 24-23.
Yeah, 11 plays on that scoring drive, went 52 yards, 6 minutes and 8 seconds.
Ball line drive kick taken at the 25 by the Apaches, and they get a decent return out past the 35-yard line. And amazingly enough, no flags. And so finally the whistle blows. I have come to the conclusion in this league that, the tush push is not a good idea.
Yeah.
I like to let it push because in this league it's a fight, and here you go.
Here we go,
flag.
yeah.
And the Tyler players are reacting as if this one will be on NEO too.
Well, hopefully that is the
We'll
case.
see.
There are a couple of flags down there, and they can use the field position.
I'm telling you, that works at every level, not this level. To let these guys continue to push, I'm talking 90% of the time, a fight breaks out.
Yeah, you got to blow. They have
blow the whistle
They
over.
have to have a quicker whistle in this league.
I mean, the Eagles can do it.
Yeah.
And the NFL, there's enough discipline out there to worry. But I don't. In this league, it's generally bad news. And let's see what they call. Again, these guys have a debate every time they make a call.
It appears to be against NEO, and I think it's another 15-yarder.
Remember, this is a 15-yarder against NEO. That's about a half a dozen.
They've had a bunch of them.
15-yard penalties today for various reasons against NEO. So now Tyler will have the ball across the 50-yard line. Good grief. Man, I want to ask some of these kids, what the heck are you doing, guys?
Yeah, I don't know.
what game are you playing?
Yeah, not sure they'd have an answer.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, kicking team number 23. With a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run, it's an automatic first down. That is number 23's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
We've had 2 weeks ago in the Trinity Valley game, there was a play in the second half. Trinity Valley got 45 yards, three penalties.
On the same play.
15-yard penalties on the same play. They were at the title, 11, and they wound up all the way back at midfield. First down for the Apaches. This time Guerra is under center. Haven't seen that so far today from the 48-yard line. A man in motion. Trey's going to hand the ball in the jet sweep to Hilburn. He might have a little room. Gets it inside the 45 and has a gain of about 8 down to the 41-yard line. Nicely done. Called it a 7, maybe an 8-yard gain, depending on what they mark it. But Gents Hilburn has been a very active player today. Has a 7-yard gain to the 41.
Well, that's a good job of just turning upfield, not try to run around the defense that time. Got upfield.
Second down, 7. Tyler goes right to left here in the 4th on your device at the 41-yard line. NEO stacks the line of scrimmage here. Hilburn in motion. Hand the football to Ashton Haynes, and Haynes had nowhere to go. Boy, you could see that coming. They loaded up and expected it. And Haynes, who hasn't been able to get much done today, winds up losing a yard. So Tyler now in that dreaded third down and about 4 coming up.
Yeah, and they really need to score. They need a touchdown and put some pressure on NEO. They have an injured player. I think it's cramps. He's grabbing his calves. And he's up now.
Yeah, he's up now and trotting off the field. Good for him. Glad he's okay. So Tyler's not been able to consistently run the ball since early in the ball game. Now they had that 7-yard run but that's kind of a gadget play. I'm talking about just line up and just run over guys and bully the other team. They're not doing that very well.
Which has been an issue for most of the season. Now, they ran the football effectively against Trinity Valley to the tune of 174 yards, but again, this has kind of been an issue.
Now, Burgess had a couple of runs on that last drive, but just straight up move them out of the way. Third down and 4 at the 42-yard line by the Apaches. Under 14 minutes left to go in the game, and we are far from this issue being decided. Tyler leads it 24-23 against the winless NEO Golden Norsemen. Snap the football, hand it, outside bump. Here's a nice run, first down and more, and it's Bryce Burgess down to the 30-yard line, and another penalty flag flies.
A late hit out of bounds. That should tack on another 15 yards. Good run by Burgess.
And that may be the same guy, number 23, may get kicked out of the game.
Yeah,
I think he was in on that. He's gone if that's on him.
If that's the case, he's out of there. But I do believe this penalty.
Take this thing down to the 25.
NEO,
Is that right?
It's going to be pretty close now. Again, the Apaches they need a touchdown and put some pressure on NEO.
Jamone Lee is down. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's downfield talking. They have to.
Personal foul, defense number 23.
That's
Yeah, he's out.
On behalf of this
You got to send him to the bus.
first down.
But it's not an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a personal foul, late hit, but not unsportsmanlike, and so he's penalized but not tossed. And that young man is having some issues here. Tavari Hampton is having some anger issues. He needs anger management.
He does.
First down at the 13-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Guerra throws the bubble screen over Hentz's head, and they better cover that. Was that a backward pass? It's an incomplete pass. Man, that was a horrible pass way over the head of Jens Hilburn because Guerra had trouble coming. Second down.
Yeah, they gave away the blitz, and the Apaches still couldn't get them blocked, so Guerra had to get rid of the football.
All right, so it'll be second down at the third. Make that second down at the 12-yard line, second down and 10. The Apaches try to throw a screen pass to Hilburn, and it's incomplete. Ball on the near hash. They've got Burgess in the game. 2 receivers split to the near side, including Lonnie Johnson, which is the short side, and 2 to the far side. Blitz coming again. Guerra throws it inside to Henry. Nice move at the 5. Henry down to the 3-yard line and close to first and goal. Nice inside move by Amari Henry, and the Apaches pick up positive yardage. Depending on where they mark it, this could be first and goal.
Yeah, that's a slip screen and well executed. A couple of guys downfield blocking. Nearly got him into the end zone.
All right, so they're going to pick it up. It'll be first and goal Apaches at the 3-yard line. Got to punch this in.
Yeah, they have to.
Tyler lines up Burgess in the backfield. Ball at the 3. They got a new quarterback, Luke Ulrich, in the ball game. He can run with it. That hasn't worked very well. Here they give it to Burgess. That's the way to do it. Ulrich takes the snap. Burgess takes it in. Second time today. Touchdown Apaches.
Well, nice job by the offensive line first of all, but Burgess going over top. Now we got pushing and shoving after the play. Another penalty flag. But a nice job to punch it in.
All right, so this could impact. Look, Tyler's got a 7-point lead right now. This extra point is important. But if you've got a 15-yard penalty against Tyler, that takes it back and makes this a tough field goal to get that 1 point.
Yeah, again,
if it's against NEO, then all's well, I guess, for the Apaches.
Well, they're still talking about it because they like to talk.
They do like to talk. And, you know, again, we've seen so many of these games over the years that can get totally out of control. I can't say that I really blame them.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago we had one in Trinity Valley.
So now you got the debate. Got to come over and talk to the coach.
Yeah, so the penalty has to be on Trinity or on NEO.
Got to be on NEO.
They're talking to Coach Jacobson here to see where he wants to take the penalty.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 11. That's a 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah.
All right, that is
number 11's first unsportsmanlike
all right,
conduct.
so kudos to Tyler.
Yeah.
For the most part, from what we can tell, from abstaining from this silliness.
Yeah, and it's a lot of it. And
you know, and good on the coaches for being able to do that.
They are piling up 15-yard penalties.
It has been, I don't get it. I just don't understand. All right, here is the Mathis extra point to give Tyler an 8-point lead. The kick's on the way, and it's good. Tyler leads it by 8. All right, so the Apaches now lead at 31-23 with 12:47 to go in the fourth. Over the NEO Golden Norseman back in 1 minute. Local News Radio, 97.5 FM KTBB.
7 plays, 48 yards.
Stadium in the Stereo and Video Center broadcast booth. Apache score, take a 31-23 lead.
Yeah, a 7-play scoring drive, 48 yards, 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
But look Ulrich in, and that fooled NEO. He's the running quarterback, but he hands the ball to Burgess, and Bryce takes it in from 3 yards out. Tyler by 8. Baggett's kick is away, and with that 15 yards added to it from the 50-yard line, it goes into the end zone for a touchback. So Indio will start at the 25-yard line. Do not count the Norsemen out. Again, they missed an extra point. Had one blocked by Tyler in the second quarter, and that 1 point looms somewhat large right now. It's still a one-score game. Indio could go for 2 if they scored, but now Tyler needs that what baseball calls the shutdown inning.
Got to get it. Need it. Put some pressure on their offense.
And so the Tyler defense goes back out there. They've had an up-and-down afternoon. Indio's offensive numbers are not going to be that great, but they made some big plays. First down at the 25-yard line. Snap it to Cooksey. Tyler tries to put pressure on him. Can't, almost intercepted. Pass intended for number 5, Tyler Stewart, but a nice defensive play that time by the Apaches, diving in front of the ball. Kerry Williams to break it up.
That's a great break on the football and able to knock it down. Can't play it any better than that.
All right, so 2nd down and 10. Now would be a good time for the Apaches to slap some D on these guys. Tyler's been good defensively this year. They've been challenged this afternoon. Cooksey out of the shotgun again. Will hand the ball inside, and the Apaches come up and swallow up the ball carrier. Lumba makes the play that time as they knock the ball carrier down, Nathaniel Stanley, for a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
In the backfield in a hurry, and a nice job of jumping on the ball carrier's back to bring him down.
This is where the Apaches defensively have struggled. The 3rd and longs have given them all kinds of trouble this afternoon. Here's another opportunity. 3rd down and 12. Will the Apaches blitz or rush 4? The blitzes really haven't worked today. These guys have done a good job on the Tyler Apaches. 2 receivers split left, 2 to the near side with a running back in the backfield, and Cooksey out of the shotgun from his own 23-yard line. Snap the football, back to pass. He's got time, steps up, throws it over the middle. The pass caught. The Apaches do a nice job to string it out. Willie Nelson takes number 7, Antoine Woody, out of bounds, way short of the first down, and it looks like the Norsemen will have to punt the ball, and that's a defensive stop Tyler needed.
That's a quick 3 and out. That's a nice job by the defense. Now, the offense can really make it tough on NEO. Just put something else on the scoreboard.
And just catch this punt. Just catch the punt. Amari Henry make that for the Apaches. Jamari Evans is back deep to receive it. Just catch the darn punt. You don't have to make magic here. He does. At the 44, near the 45-yard line. Be fair, caught the ball, and that's really all you have to do. Let the offense get its chance. They'll mark it at the 44. Don't try to do anything fancy. You're not Devontae Turpin.
That's right.
All right, 11:46 to go. Tyler up 31-23. It's an 8-point ball game. Tyler trying to get to 4-0 and 2-0 in the conference.
Yeah, and can really put some pressure on NEO if they can tack some more scoring on right here.
Even a field goal to make it.
Even a field goal.
11:45 left to play. 11:46 left to go in the 4th quarter of this football game. Tyler has it at their own 44-yard line. Going right to left on your device here in the 4th period. DJC brings out a running back, 2 receivers. They've got a tight end in the ball game here. That's Jordan Green, lined up along the line of scrimmage. 3 wide, kind of a conventional look here for the Apaches. What's called 11 personnel here with Hilburn in motion. Snap the football, play action fake, throw the screen to Burgess. He bobbles it and drops it. Probably just as well. They were all over him anyway. Burgess bobbled and dropped that ball, and there's another flag now.
Yep, late flag after the play, so
this
we'll
may
see. This one might be on TJC. We'll see. But that's a late penalty flag, but I think that's another personal foul. I think an unsportsmanlike or something along those lines.
Been way too much of that.
And the official threw a penalty flag at his head. So apparently there's 2 flags he saw, two penalties.
Running out of penalty flags.
Man, come on.
It is a frustrating thing about this level of ball that at times we see these guys just not able to contain themselves. And we still haven't heard from man, it's against NEO again.
Another 15-yarder.
Another 15-yarder.
Personal foul. Defense, number 31. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Well, that's great.
Yeah,
the Apaches, Eric Harris, the guilty party.
Yeah.
But good grief.
How many 15-yard penalties?
Well, I've lost track.
Yeah.
But that gives Tyler the ball at the 41-yard line. And the Apaches are in great shape right now if they can capitalize. They've got it first down at the NEO 41-yard line. 4 receivers, back to pass again. Guerra's going to throw the deep ball way overthrows. It's going to be picked off. Threw it right to him. Threw it right to him. That ball way over the outstretched arms of the intended receiver, and Edwards makes the interception. It'll be Tyler's second turnover of the day.
Yeah, he just launched that in a double coverage. You can't take that chance. You're moving the football. You just got a big penalty. You need to tackle on a field goal. You can't take that chance.
That was a bad pass, and probably, I don't know if the receiver, he just couldn't get far enough downfield, and Guerra put that thing airborne. I could see that coming from up here.
He threw it into the double coverage. There's no reason to take that chance.
When you just got a 15-yard penalty.
Just got a 15-yard penalty.
Winio intercepts the ball at the 3-yard line, so they're pinned at their 3, but again, maybe old Mo starts to swing back their way. It'll be up to the Apache defense to cover for their offense, which just turned it over for the second time today. They're -2 in turnovers, but they lead the game. Cooksey out of his own end zone. Hands the football off to Walker for about a 2, maybe a 3-yard gain out to the 6-yard line. Good job by the Apaches, including Manny Lawton, to stack him up. I've been impressed with Walker today. He has been an effective player. Dady Ross also in on that. So a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Be great for the Apaches to get a stop here. They're backed up against their own end zone.
What the Apaches need now is for that turnover thing to work in their favor now. 2nd and 7 at the 6-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Cooksey again. Keep it on the ground for Walker, and he's hit hard at the line of scrimmage, and they blast him to the ground. Day-Day Ross having himself a game today. Also, Ben Roberts, who made a big play earlier, is in on that tackle. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, make one more play, and maybe the interception doesn't cost the Apaches.
3rd down and 7 at the 6. Remember, we've said this all afternoon and evening that NEO has been good on 3rd and long. Can the Apaches get the defensive stop here? They spread out 5 defensive linemen this time. And out of the shotgun with the receivers split left and right. 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, and a tight end, a man in motion. Cooksey out of the end zone. Cooksey is going to throw it upfield and over everybody's head. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Tyler gets the stop. It was intended for Antoine Woody. And I don't see any flags, do you?
I do not. So that's a great play by the defense. Back-to-back 3 and outs. And they'll have to punt it away.
Did they actually run a series with no penalties?
Did they?
I think we just ran a series.
I think you're right about that. It was a quick one. It was a 3-play series, so that's a great job by the defense, but I think you're right.
As they used to say in the newspaper business, stop the presses.
Stop the presses. No penalties.
No penalties. And from the back of the end zone, the NEO punter will kick it out of there. Tyler should get good field position. This is a short kick. Get away from it, guys. The ball bounces along the near side out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. So Tyler has great field position. It bounced out at the NEO 39-yard line, 10:06 to go. And Kevin, can the door be more wide open?
Yeah,
TJC?
got to take advantage now. The Apaches did a better job of getting away from that punt. Early in the game, they got hit with one and turned the ball over, but a better job of getting away from that punt.
You don't even need a touchdown.
You don't. I mean, the field goal would put pressure on them.
It'd be a 2-score game. 1st down at the 39-yard line. Make 1st downs. They have receivers left and right with a tight end lined up off the hip of the right tackle. And one of the NEO guys just jumped into the neutral zone and knocked Jamone Lee down. Now, Jamone, just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, he seems like he wants to talk trash.
He wants to talk trash. Remember, he got into a scuffle at Trinity Valley, and he is he's a talker. Remember, they also, in the last play of the game, Trinity Valley tried to injure him at the line of scrimmage on a play where normally they just snap the ball.
Yeah.
Tyler had a 31-13 lead. They tried to undercut him and hurt him. 1st down at the 1st and 5 at the 34-yard line for the Apaches. Inside handoff to Burgess. Tries to bounce it. Burgess has a little room, not much, to the 32. Got 2 yards.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job against some pushing and shoving.
Corey Appin.
Yeah, got to be careful.
Corey Appin over there. Besa with one of the cornerbacks. This is not Jeopardy. It's not a debate. You don't have to talk to him. Just walk away. It'll be 3rd down and 2 coming up. Right?
Yeah, pretty good job by their defense on that play, but the
2nd down
Apaches
and 2.
still with in good position to convert here.
Ball's at the 31-yard line. Clock's at 9.5 minutes left to go. And the Apaches trying to add to their 8-point lead. Johnson slot left, handoff coming near side. Burgess cuts it inside. Burgess to the 25. Burgess to the 20. Burgess to the 15. Bryce Burgess to the 10. Bryce Burgess near the 6-yard line. They keep pushing and shoving. Flags fly at the end of that play. What's that all about?
Yeah, I think it's on NEO because I see an NEO player slapping his helmet like, why did I do that? So I think it's another after the play penalty.
It's 1st and goal tighter if it stands near the 6-yard line. Bryce Burgess, 5'7" of him, running over guys with help from his lineman pushing him downfield. Now let's see what this is all
They should
about.
get some more.
What did James say?
Timeout for injury. Now they picked up the flag.
Injured player for NEO. Hope he's okay, but they picked the flag up.
Well, he picked it up, but maybe he's going to give us a call because there were 2 penalty flags on the play.
I think James has grown tired of throwing flags.
Yeah, well, they should be. Yeah, it's way too many.
They mark this thing in the end. They mark it at the 3-yard line. Looked like he went down at the 6, but he actually fell forward 3 more yards to the 3.
And might get some more tacked on if we get the call here.
Well, he's looking at us like he's going to make the call.
During the play, personal foul. Defense, number 9.
Number 9 again.
Ramon Garcia.
A half the distance penalty. It's a 1st down.
That's his 3rd of the day.
That's crazy.
Oh, TJC's knocking at the door that might be the clinching touchdown. They've got the ball at the 3-yard line. Trying to bang this thing in and maybe take a 15-point lead. 3 receivers split right, tight end left, empty backfield. Run the jet sweep. Near side, that's not going to work.
Man.
They ran that to Burgess, and he wound up losing 3 yards. What are you doing?
Oh, boy. Yep.
What in the world, a slow developing play like that? They were smelling that coming, and they lose yardage from the 3 back to the 7-yard line. What in the world?
Yeah, the Apaches have to punch this in. A field goal would be great. You'll take that, too.
I'll take the field goal.
Yeah, but they're in position to score a
But
touchdown.
they got the ball at the 3. Now they're back to the 7. They lost 4 yards. They got it at the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
They just gave up 5 yards.
Give them credit, I guess, on their defense. But, yeah, you gotta punch that in.
All right, so Burgess stays in. Maybe the Apaches can still convert here. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and Lonnie Johnson. Check that Jordan Green is in the game. They throw the pass to the near side off the fingertips of a defender to Besa. Touchdown Apaches. One of the NEO defenders had a hand on the ball, thought he'd had an interception. It ricochets off his hand right into Elijah Besa's waiting arms for the Tyler touchdown.
Well, the Apaches got a huge break there. That ball should have been picked off. Maybe not returned for a touchdown, but he would have gotten good yardage on the return. That ball should have been picked off, but the Apaches get a huge break.
37-23 with the extra point to come, and I'm ready for this game to be over.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes you got to be lucky, and the Apaches were lucky there.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, Mathis with the extra point to make it a 15-point ball game, and he does. Crazy game, but the Apaches now lead at 38-23. Back in 1 minute, Local News Radio 97.5 FM KTBB. By 15, 8.5 minutes to go. Kick by Baggett, taken at the 5-yard line by NEO. Going left to the 10, now circling back inside the 10-yard line. Taking it upfield to the 25. The Apaches totally lose coverage there, and they get a good return out near the 40-yard line. Baggett had to make his 2nd tackle of the afternoon that time as he ran the receiver out of bounds. this is so we've been watching NEO for years.
Yeah.
And this is so unlike the NEO
really
teams
is.
that we've seen. To be totally out of control in terms of their discipline and all these personal fouls. I've never seen an NEO team act.
Yeah, and that's, again, what will get you to 0-3. They seem to be a pretty good football team, but the penalty flags will kill you. That last scoring drive, 5 plays, 39 yards, a minute and 37 seconds.
And the touchdown ricocheted off of the defender for NEO, who thought he had an interception, couldn't hang on. It ricochets, and Besa standing there and said, "Thank you very much for the touchdown." That's his 5th of the year. And a first down for NEO at the 38-yard line. They throw the slant. They've got the completion. And the ball jarred loose, and it is recovered by the Apaches if it's a completion. And TJC thinks they have it at the 45-yard line. The pass completed, ball jarred loose. The question is, was it a catch or not?
Yeah, it was a catch. And TJC was all over that thing. So
yeah, I think TJC got the ball against Tyler's football. As coming out of there with that football is Kerry Williams as they rock the receiver and recover the ball. That's their first turnover of the day, and that might be a giant step toward a Tyler victory if they can take it.
You don't take any chances, right? Again, punch it in or at least get a field goal out of the deal.
38-23 Apaches, 8:07 left to play in the game. They just scored to take a 15-point lead, and now they force a turnover on the first play of the next possession, their first turnover of the day, and now it's up to the offense to get something out of this. They have a chance to make this a 3-score game. Right now it's a 2-score game at 15. Tyler puts 2 running backs in the backfield, and Guerra lines up in a slot. Now Guerra lines up, and Ulrich is the quarterback. So Guerra lined up as a receiver, and they're going to let Ulrich run with it, and he's got a little room. He takes it to the 42-yard line. A 4-yard gain by Luke Ulrich, the Colleyville Heritage player, transfer from Stephen F. Austin. He was a tight end there. He's playing quarterback for the Apaches, and that's a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, he faked the reverse, and they bought it, but some pushing and shoving after the play again. I thought we might get another flag.
I think these 8 officials will be happy to get the heck out of here.
And Apaches, the TJC should consider slowing down the pace and burn some clock here.
Yeah, the clock's at 23. The play clock's at 23. The game clock's running. And right now they look like they're trying to do that as they're watching the play clock. Next snap should come with just over 7 minutes left to play. 2nd down and 6 at the NEO 42-yard line after Ulrich's run. Guerra out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, blitz coming, inside handoff. This, I think, is Ashton Haynes for a couple down at the 41. Apache Leroy Woolridge loses his helmet for the 2nd time today. First time he had it ripped off. That time it just fell off, I think, or somebody ripped it off. 3rd down and 5 at the 41-yard line. We're under 7 minutes left to go in the game. If the Apaches can make first downs here, they might not have to do anything now. But this 3rd and 5 would be a nice make for Tyler. 3rd down and 5 at the 41-yard line, ball in the middle of the field. Lonnie Johnson in as a slotted tight end. 2 receivers. They have double tight ends in the game. Jordan Green is also out there. Here comes the option pitch. They get it to Haynes, and Haynes will have to fight to the 39-yard line. He got a late pitch from Guerra on that option, which worked earlier. That time, Haynes picks up 2 and took a big hit. It'll be 4th down and 3 coming up for the Apaches.
Yeah, it looks like they might keep the offense out there, and I think that's the right decision. If they go for it, and go ahead and go for it here and try it again. Burn some more clock.
If they'll burn clock here, they can take this thing under 6 minutes to go if they even know how. And they're going to let this thing run down a bit. Guerra out of the shotgun. Jamone Lee over the football with 12 on the play clock. 5:55 left to go in the game. Tyler up 15. And now the Apaches may call a timeout here. And it looks like they will do that with 1 on the play clock. And Tanner Jacobson calls timeout. Tyler will take one. 5:46 to go. They lead by 15. We're back in 30 seconds. Local News Radio, 97.5 FM, KTVB. punt team out here. Brian Ramirez will kick it away. It's 4th and 3 at the 39-yard line. Apache's up 15. They will send the punt.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that too. And, try to pin them deep and make them burn some clock.
Make sure the snap is good and the operation on this kick is good. Ramirez has had 4 punts inside the 20 coming into this game tonight. So he's been pretty good at that. He's in his 2nd year as an Apache kicker. And they run it. They run the fake, and they short snap it to Lonnie Johnson. Downfield, he's got a first down and more. Johnson to the 10, the 5, and a touchdown. The Apaches run a fake punt and go 39 yards. Touchdown, Lonnie Johnson, to put this game away.
How often do you see a touchdown on a fake punt? Well executed by the Apaches. Nice job by Johnson to break a tackle and keep on moving.
44-23, the Apaches finally put this game on ice. Lonnie Johnson, the SMU transfer tight end, has given the Apaches the 21-point lead with the extra point to come. And TJC with a 45-23 lead over NEO with 5:37 left to play. Back in 1 minute, Local News Radio, 97.5 FM, KTBB.
Set Baggett to kickoff for the Apaches. Backseat number 13, Christian Bond, and number 15, Todd James, to return for the defense.
Seth Baggett has it teed up. Tyler leads at 45-23 with 5.5 minutes to go. Kickoff to the 5, taken by NEO. Looking to get left, and some trouble back there inside the 10-yard line for the NEO return man as they take Todd James down at about the 10-yard line. The Apaches had him surrounded.
Another late penalty flag.
Another late penalty.
After the play.
I'd like for them to finish this game in a clean manner. That would be great to go ahead and get this thing done in a proper way, but way too many penalties.
Yeah, that last Apache scoring drive, 4 plays, 46 yards, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll see if this penalty is against NEO. Apaches have done a pretty good job of trying to maintain their cool.
Short snap, fake punt. Lonnie Johnson, the TJC tight end, one of the up guys guarding the punter, takes the snap, broke 2 tackles, made a couple of really nice moves at about the 15-yard line to evade another tackler, and he goes 39 yards for the score.
Yeah, great job. Great job. Again, you don't see fake punts go for touchdowns. You're just trying to get the first down there, and they got the touchdown.
And the penalty flag.
Yeah, still talking about it.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 13 of the receivers.
NEO
That's
again.
his second unsportsmanlike
He's out of there.
penalty. He has been ejected.
Christian Bond having a difficult time maintaining his cool, and he gets thrown out.
They have at least 8 personal foul penalties, 15 yards.
I've lost count.
Yeah, at
Maybe
least
Bill
8.
knows,
Yeah.
but I've lost count. It's not exactly a count I like keeping. You know, that's something you don't go into a game thinking, hey, let's count personal fouls.
Yeah, well, generally you don't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But maybe we should. Maybe that should be an official stat.
Maybe so. Well, it is a stat, but I mean, it's not something you want to keep.
Yeah.
Really. Again, this is not the NEO that I remember from all the years I've watched these guys. They haven't played this way. But that's been a rough night for the Norsemen, and they're a better team than that. This team,
They're a pretty good team. Yes, without, you get rid of the penalty, you stop with the penalties, you're pretty good.
45-23. I know we probably have folks back in Miami watching on the TJC internet, and guys, your team is not bad, but man, here's a running play, and Walker is Check, that's not Walker. That's one of the other running backs in the ball game right now, and that is Josh Ames. Anyway, picks up about 3 yards, maybe 4 on that carry. Next snap will come with under 5 minutes to go in the game. Tyler will be at New Mexico Military next week in Roswell, New Mexico. Apache's put 5 guys up on a 2nd down and long. Snap the ball, and Cooksy's going to hand it near side for about a 2-yard gain, maybe 3 out to the 11-yard line. Make it a 3rd down coming up, and about 4, maybe 5 at that time. Day Ross in on that tackle. Talked to Day this week, young man from Chapel Hill. Used to winning, being a Chapel Hill Bulldog.
Yep, absolutely.
TJ Williams has been in and out of the ball game. He comes back in. He and Day have been a really good linebacker combo, as has Jackson Stiles out there from Athens. 3rd down and about 4, and Cooksey to throw. Up the near side, he's got a guy open out there and completes the pass. That was a really, really nice throw. Up near midfield that time to his intended receiver on that play. Look at those numbers. Those goal numbers can be a little bit hard to read. That is a pass play to Michon Graham, a wide receiver, freshman, out to the 48-yard line. 4:10 left to go in the game. Tyler with a big lead, but N.E.O. with a nice pass that time to Graham. Cooksey, I've been impressed with Cooksey today after a slow start.
Again on 3rd down, they, pick up big yardage.
From the 48-yard line, slot left, 2 receivers. Cooksey, inside handoff this time. Across midfield to the Tyler 49-yard line. That is, again, Joshua Ames with the carry. We're down to 3:40 left to go. N.E.O., I think, maybe out of timeouts now.
Pretty close. Again, it's not up on the scoreboard like it usually is.
I know they burned at least 2. They may be totally out now. 3:30 to go. 2nd down, 7 at the Tyler 49-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. They've used a whole lot of empty backfield tonight. And after a slow start passing, they've done okay in that area. And Cooksey's going to try it again. He steps up and throws downfield. He's got a man out there again, but it's incomplete. And pretty good coverage in the end as that pass down there with Tyson Wilson in coverage was intended for Todd James. There's another flag.
There's obviously another penalty flag.
Hey, fellas, can we go
can
home
we just
now?
do that? And that's in the secondary, so I'm not sure what the call will be. Looks like it is against TJC.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID as you listen to TJC Apache football. Yards against Tyler. 3:11 left to go. N.E.O.'s got the ball at the Tyler 39-yard line. Again, they go 4 wide. Tyler puts 4 men up on the defensive front. They've had 1 sack today, but their pass rush has been largely negated. Cooksey again steps up, throws the ball over the middle, finds this guy wide open. That's Antoine Woody, who's been difficult for the Apaches to cover today. And on that drag route across the middle, he goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line and another first down.
Yeah, I mean, again, they've been pretty good at throwing the football. Got off to a slow start. But they've had some big plays.
At the Tyler 27-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ball at the Tyler 27. Tyler's up 45-23 with less than 3 minutes to go in the game. They'll go to 4-0 on the season. Snap, blitz coming. Throws the ball down there. He's got a guy open if they complete the pass, and I don't know that he held on to it. Incomplete, double covered. But that was Antoine Woody, and Woody Nelson was among the Tyler defenders down there. And he couldn't quite come up with it, so it'll be a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, almost a perfect pass. Almost pulled it off. Pretty good coverage, yeah.
I thought it was a great ball. Looked to me like from up here. Antoine just couldn't quite bring it in. 2nd down at the 27-yard line. And the Norsemen try again. Tyler blitzes again. Not much work in that time. They get the ball downfield and they break a tackle and get it to the 21-yard line. Complete that pass to number 22, Connor Montgomery. Check that, Nathaniel Stanley. Was it 21 or 22?
Looks like 22.
22. Stanley. And he broke a Tyler tackle and got about 6 more. It's 3rd down at the TJC 20-yard line. We're down to 2:15 left to go in the game. The issue has been decided, but the Norsemen trying to punch another one in here. 3rd down and 3 at the TJC 20-yard line. Apaches blitz. Cooksey in trouble, throws it away. It took Salumba coming off the edge that time, and he had to just dump it. And it'll be 4th down. They'll clearly go for it here with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to play.
Yeah, pretty good pressure on the quarterback. Couldn't find an open receiver. Good coverage as well by the Apaches.
All right, so the ball is at the 20-yard line. It is 4th and 3. If the Apaches can get it back, they can kneel down a couple of times and we go home quickly. Otherwise, we drag this thing on here for a bit. Tyler shows blitz. Jackson Stiles into the slot that time, now backs it off. 4th down and 3. Last gasp to score a touchdown here, perhaps, for the Norsemen. Snap the football. Tyler blitzes. He's got plenty of time. Throws it downfield. Ball's caught at the 8-yard line, down to the 5, to the 2, to the 1. 1st and goal on that pitch and catch. I think that's Todd James again. And it'll be 1st and goal, Neo at the 1-yard line. They call
a timeout.
Their final time. What I think is their final timeout.
Yeah, it looks like we're not sure.
Oh, this is the 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout. With 1:55 to go, the 2-minute timeout. Tyler leads at 45-23. We are back after a 30-second timeout on the local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB.
At least burn some clock, and that's what happened.
I suppose points Tyler has given up this year.
Yeah.
And if they convert the extra point here, and it looks like they're going to go for 2. Are they going to kick it?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for 2.
They're going to go for 2 here. All right, with 1:08 to go. And let's see what they do. They're going to hand the ball off, and this will be taken down at the 1-yard line. Didn't get there. Tyler will stop the 2-point conversion. 45-29 with 1:08 left to go. Kevin will head down to the field, talk to head coach Tanner Jacobson as the Apaches will receive this kickoff. And I'm guessing, barring a total all-out brawl, and NEO has shown the tendency to try to make that happen today, then maybe we get out of here shortly.
Well, for NEO, that drive started at their own 5-yard line, so that's a good 12 play, 95-yard drive.
Okay, all right. Good for them. 45-20. They have not been an easy opponent by any stretch of the imagination. A better team than their conduct indicated today, in my opinion. Too many penalties, too many personal fouls, too much yardage, just gifted to TJC. Apaches are a pretty good football team, we think, and too good to just be given gifts. And New Mexico Military will, NEO will drop to 0-4. I keep saying New Mexico Military because that's Tyler's opponent next week. But the Golden Norsemen, again, this may be the last time for a long time, depending on what appears to be a move by NEO to the Kansas League, which makes geographical sense for them. After 20-plus years in this league, if they indeed do move, and the word is they will, then Tyler would have to resume the non-conference series that they had with these guys for many years. It's a program with great tradition. 8 national championships over the years, but it's been a long time. They will try an onside kick here, and this ball will take that dreaded second bounce, and it's going to be taken by the Apaches. That almost got away from them. Amari Henry will cover it at the 49-yard line. The Apaches have made their share of mistakes today. They almost made one there. That ball took that dreaded second high bounce, and it took a nice play by Amari Henry to cover it with 1:08 to go, or otherwise we'd be here another 20 minutes. But as it turns out, it looks like the Apaches can now take a knee a couple of times and get an opportunity to go home with a 2-0 conference record and a 4-0 overall record. Again, ranked number 3 in the country in this week's NJCAA poll. The Apaches will line up here, and let's see if we can get this thing cleaned out with minimal trouble here at the end of this game. Luke Ulrich is in to take the snap, and Ulrich will keep the ball. Ulrich will carry it inside the 45, and Ulrich down to the 41-yard line. Nice gain by Luke Ulrich. Picked up really good yardage on that play. Picked up about, 8 yards that time? Yeah, that's about an 8-yard gain. And it'll be second down and short. 51 seconds left to play. Down to 45. The play clock says 25, so the Apaches will need to take one more snap, and this game will be over. Been a tough fight tonight for the Apaches. New Mexico, NEO took a 20-17 lead, and they led twice in this game. Snap to Ulrich, and that'll do it, as the Apaches will get the victory tonight over NEO. Be curious to see if they let them shake hands here. They may not. I don't know. This would be the second week in a row that they've separated these teams and they haven't met at the center of the field for the proverbial handshake. They will not. It doesn't speak well for the conduct of this league at times when the teams do not line up and shake hands. Enough bad blood here that they're going to separate these guys, and NEO will go to their locker room, and the Tyler Apaches, a few of them will go out and try to shake hands, but some of the NEO guys are going to the locker room, and the coaches will have to be really, really careful about this. But hopefully the bad feelings are over. The Apaches win the game 45-29, and it was a win that Tyler started out well, had a mid-game drought, if you will, where they were struggling both offensively and in some cases defensively. But the Norsemen had so many penalties today, that helped the Apache cause. And then when Tyler started to get things right again in the second half, then they were a little too much for NEO to overcome. So as we go to break here, the Apaches have a 45-29 win over the Norsemen from Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College. Our post-game show coming up next on Local News Radio 97.5 FM KTVB. I'm going to make a pit stop.